Thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some ethical politicians. And one politician that had stood up to government without apology, with great courage, with amazing ways of articulating the position of freedom of informed consent. Ladies and gentlemen, he has done it at some cost, but he has wholeheartedly and passionately spoken for freedom, spoken for ethics, and spoken for truth. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for MPP Randy Hillier!
We won't back down, right? Thank you, Game On Canada. Thank you for all the organizers, for all the wonderful work bringing freedom-minded, freedom-loving, freedom, what else can I say? Free Canadians together here in Toronto today. And this is about our children and our grandchildren. What future are they going to have? And we've been into this now. Next week it'll be our 20th month that we'll be entering into to defeat a cold virus. 20 months. Well, I know everyone here has beat every cold virus that they've ever had in a lot less than 20 months. Usually a day or two. Maybe 3. But our government has invested into a narrative of fear, danger, and terror. And they're so invested in this narrative that they can't let go. They won't let go. They won't let go until we make them let go of that narrative of fear and danger. And we will. You know, back in April of 2020, when I started to speak out about this crisis that we were in, I thought to myself, and I listened every day through March, from March 17th on, the despair, the hurt, the distress that my constituents were living in. Not certain if they would have a roof over their head. Not certain if they would have their job. Not certain if they could get medical attention. And I couldn't believe the hurt that we were causing so many healthy people in our country. I had one lady call me up just in tears and broken down because her husband needed a live liver transplant, but all the ventilators were reserved for the COVID patients who we didn't have. We would not do a liver transplant because somebody may get COVID and the ventilators could not be used for anybody else. And we saw all this hurt and all this distress, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And they kept telling us story after story after story. Just close down for a few weeks and we'll flatten the curve. Well, the curve never started. And then it was, let's just lock down and shut down our businesses. That will flatten the curve or do something. And then it was, wear the mask, just wear the mask, and this will be over. And everybody wore the mask, and it's still not over. And then they said, just another lockdown, one more lockdown, and then it'll be over. And now it's into the vaccines. Just wait for the vaccines to come, then it'll be over. We get the vaccines, and the cases keep going up. And then they said, well, just wait for the boosters. Just wait for the boosters. And as we can see in the UK and Israel, their cases keep going up and up. And we can talk about the BS of the test, okay? But there's one thing that is clear now. As more and more people get vaccinated and boosters, there are more fatalities now. To see now, we have about a dozen people in Ontario that I'm aware of who are under 30 who have dropped dead shortly after taking the vaccine. They were never at threat, they were never at risk of COVID. They protected themselves against nothing, and they lost their lives. This is manslaughter, or it's second-degree murder perpetrated by our public health and Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau. They need to be held accountable for those unnecessary premature deaths. That's what they've done. And you know, all through this time, you know, I saw this in April when listening to my constituents. I said, there is no end to this. There is no exit strategy. We're caught in a lie. Our government is caught in a lie, and they can't be truthful. That's what this is. And I said, I've got 4 grown adult children, but I have 6 grandsons under 10 years of age. And I said, I will not, we cannot leave our country in destroyed and our freedoms gone for our kids and our grandkids. That's what we're doing this for. We were left a free country, and by God, we're going to give a free country to our children and grandchildren. But make no mistake, this is not about COVID. This is not about a health crisis. This is a war against our culture in Canada. It's a war against the culture of freedom, the culture of faith, of family, and personal responsibility. This is a war against who we are in Canada and throughout the Western world. And this war, it's not a war of bombs and bullets. Okay? This is an unconventional war. But we will win it the same way. By standing up, by standing tall, by not backing down, by never giving up. We will assert our freedoms. Every day, assert your freedoms. And don't back down, ever. This is what we did tonight. We need to do more. And we have to understand, not everybody wants freedom in our country. Not everybody wants faith and family and personal responsibility. We have a lot of people out walking around just happy to be told what to do. We have to be understanding that those people don't count. Freedom-minded Canadians count. We'll stand up. We'll win. We cannot lose. We never have lost a battle of freedom in Canada, and I'm not about to lose any now. And I want to welcome another great individual, somebody I've had the pleasure, the opportunity to travel around this country fighting for our freedoms. Join me in welcoming Maxime Bernier in a fight for freedom.
Hello everybody! Freedom fighters, I'm very pleased to be with you today. Like I said, the day of the election, I said, you know, the People's Party will grow. And yes, we did it. But I said also, we are the only real opposition to what is happening to our country. And I want to thank you because you are helping us to build a new country, the country that we want. It's not this country right now, what these establishment politicians are doing to us and to our country. We are saying no to that. We are saying enough is enough. We want to gain back our freedoms. And tonight we are here together to celebrate our freedoms and to say to these establishment politicians that our kids must be able to play. Kids that decided with their parents that they had the vaccine, or kids that didn't take the vaccine. Everybody is in the same boat. Everybody must be able to play. We are not putting the life of others in danger. That's not true. And that's why we want the kids to be able to play our national sport together with other kids. That's our country. And now you have hockey players over there that are playing hockey. Some of them decided not to have the 2 shots, and they are playing against other players that had the 2 shots. So why they can do that when they are playing professional, and why our kids cannot play with other kids right now here? So I'm telling you, we are doing that fight right now in the street, and I will do that until the next election with you, because I believe in you. I believe that parents must be able to do what they want to do and to decide if their kids will have a shot or not. Personally, I decided not to take the 2 shots, and now, like these kids, there's discrimination and segregation because I cannot participate fully in the civil society like our kids tonight. We must end that, and the common sense is on our side, and science also is on our side. That's why we will win that battle. And what we are doing tonight, it's a common sense revolution, a freedom revolution, an ideological revolution, and we are doing that together. And I can tell you, more people will come on our side when they will know more and more about the facts and the science. And I want to thank all these doctors that are speaking the truth based on facts. They are helping us to win back our freedoms. Thank you. So, I believe that you need our voice, and we'll be there and always there. But I need you also to stand up and speak out about what you believe, and don't hesitate, because you have the truth with you, the facts with you, and the science with you, and you'll be able to have more people, to speak with more people that maybe today are not on our side. But it's a question of time, and we have the time on our side. More and more people will come, and we will win that common sense revolution together. I want to thank you. Stay strong and free.
Maxime Bernier, ladies and gentlemen. PPC, freedom, 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 freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, Maxime Bernier from PPC.
You know, Maxime, I had the privilege of interviewing Maxime with Bright Light News a few weeks ago, and he said to me, you know, Dr. G, we're going to make some grounds. We're going to make some grounds on this election, but it's the next election that we're going to win. They more than doubled their numbers in the last election, and the upcoming election,
when more and more people, even the doubly vaccinated, they're starting to wake up now, and they said, we did not sign up for this. You said 2 shots and it's all over. Now you want what? A booster? You want us to subscribe to 2 boosters per year for the rest of our life? Maybe the flu shot, antiviral medications? Ladies and gentlemen, this is out of control. Politics playing medicine. And we thank Maxime Bernier for standing up for truth. And we wish you the best for all future elections in your campaigns.